Hello and welcome. One of the things I knew I wanted to put on my shelves, as well as my Christmas trees for the upcoming season, are some flying keys. I went online and I got to looking for some different skeleton style keys and some of the things I knew I would need to be able to make these. I actually found a kit that was already put together on Amazon, and I will link that below for you to be able to see which one I got. However, you can use just skeleton style keys, fishing string, and cut out some of the wings and some of the little glue dots. So we're going to go ahead and get started. This is not going to take long, so I'm just going to show you how I make these. So first you're going to need keys. These keys came in different sizes. I would like to get some that are larger, but these are fairly nice. These keys all ranged about 2 inches long, which was a good size, especially for a mini tree or for some of these smaller shelves. So I really recommend these. They're a good weight, and I love the color of them. I do believe you can get these in multiple colors. I went with the bronze or brass color so that they would be more of an older vintage look. So this is one of them. They come in many different styles. These are just a few to show you kind of what they look like, but this is the one that we're going to start with. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your key. You're also going to get some string. You can use fishing string. This is the string that actually came with this, and we're going to cut about 8 inches of string off. I ended up doing about 12 inches of string just for the fact that whenever I took it and folded it, I didn't know if I was going to have enough to do what I want to do with it. Plus, I want to be able to have different lengths so that if I do all 12 inches and then I get through, I can then take them and make them shorter at the other end. So I went ahead and did 12 inches on all of them. I'm going to take a little bit of it at the very end and just tie a knot just to hold that together. So I just have a little simple knot down here at the end. Now I'm going to take mine and just kind of try to figure out like where the weight of it is. Of course, we're going to have a lot of weight down here. So I want my string to go down at the end of this one for sure, because I want it to kind of balance out as it is hanging. And this is the fun thing about this is we can actually trial and error it. So I'm actually taking mine and looping it through the first little group down here. And I can see that this one hangs pretty well, but it's actually inside right there. If you're not careful, it will just flop, and that's not what we want it to do. We don't want it to dangle like this. So we for sure need it to come in through the top of this one. They're not all going to be as heavy on this end, so some of them you won't have to go through all of this of trying to make it balance out. Okay, after going back and looking, I can actually see that this one holds better if it is down just a little bit from the end, because I'm trying to get a good balance here, and so that is actually where this one is balancing the best. So I took it out of the actual design and down onto the neck of it. So the next thing you have are these little wings. These are made out of like a little sheer material. You can make these out of like a paper if you wanted to. You could do white paper with the little black lines. You can do this however you want to if you're wanting to make your own. So I am actually going to take my wings and my little sticky dot or my double stick tape, however you need to do it, and I'm going to put it on top of on the bottom part of my string to where maybe it will help hold it in place. And then my wings can just kind of flutter upside down. There we go. So by doing that, it actually holds my string in place and will keep it from moving around. Now this one is not holding exactly level. If you want yours to be level, you can keep playing with it until you get it to be exactly what you want it to be. You can also do the end of the key up or down according to the way you want it to look. This one I'm going to put up. We're going to start with one of the smaller keys. This is the smallest one that I have. It's the one with a little heart on it. I'm just taking my string and I'm just putting it around the neck again, just to kind of try to give myself a balance with these. So that's the thing that you're going to have to do, is try to figure out where it balances best for you. I think mine is okay here, just right down off of the neck of it. This one I actually have the tail or the bottom of the key down. I think I'm going to leave it that way. So now I have my wings, and I'm going to do them the same way. I have my little glue dot in the center, and I am going to just take it and stick it onto my string, and then I'm going to pull it back down just a little bit to where they just kind of flap out there. And now he kind of looks like he has a broken wing, but what do we know from the Harry Potter series? One does actually have like a broken wing that it's flying with, or an injured wing, so they don't all fly straight. They also fly at angles because they're going in circles and turning around and things like that. So it's okay for them to not all be perfect and exactly the same. So we're going to And you can keep playing with this until you get it to be exactly the way you want it to be, but I'm okay with mine being a little bit crooked. I ended up having 5 different designs that I'm going to do with mine. And so they're going to all be basically the same though. We're just going to take this string and tie it on there. We're going to put our wings on there, and then we're going to just let them hang. So I think on these next few, I'm just going to put them together and then I'll show them to you. Okay, there's one more. Again, I'm not trying to make these perfect. I just want them to all look a little bit different. That's kind of the point of it. And then I'm going to hang these from my shelf. Now I am making extras to where I can hang these also from my Christmas trees. I have 2 mini Christmas trees and then 1 big one that I'll put up. So I want some for each of those as well. And later on we'll actually be doing some DIY ornaments. But these I'm not really doing them for the fact of the holidays coming up. Doing these strictly for my shelf. I'm just going to end up with extras for my Christmas tree, because while I'm doing them I just as well go ahead and do them all. We have one more. And I have one last one to do. And there's the last one. So now we're going to hang these up on a shelf. Really not sure which one I'm putting these on, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. So these are the flying keys after I have hung them up. I just ended up using some clear tape to hang them with, and I put them in different areas of the shelf. I have a fan going in here, and I love the way that it is making them move and the way that they look with that. So have you made flying keys before? What did you do different, or what would you do different? Leave a comment down below. And with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, we love you.